Yo, what it do, man? It's your guy, Mailman. Welcome back to the Mailman Show. We live out here in Cartagena, Colombia, baby. No matter where I go, as long as I got a phone, I can record these videos so I can make some money. It ain't no thing. And I always got something running through my brain. So I ain't gonna never let nothing stop me from getting it out there. So make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, follow. Hit me up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Man, I love y'all, but we're not going to keep this thing rolling with no long intro. We're going to get right into the business, baby. So look, no one nowadays is taking the time to get to know other people. And what I mean, I travel the world. I done been so far to Dominican Republic. I done been to Panama. I done been to Colombia thus far. I have plans on going to Jamaica, going on to Aruba, going on to Belize, and so many other places that I plan on visiting. But out of the three countries that I have been outside of the United States, they taught me and humbled me more than I ever was. I was already a humble guy, but going to those places humbled me even more. They brought more understanding to me. Because I realized they're homeless compared to American homeless. Our homeless people are living amazing. They got it best. They living, as Kanye would say, the good life. Welcome to the good life. What the rest? I don't know the rest of it. But that's what they would be living, is the good life compared to the homeless people here. I have seen people in different countries that are grateful for the little things that they have. Even if you're living in America in a one-bedroom tiny home, you're living better than somebody that's living probably in a two-bedroom apartment in some of these countries. Your tiny home or your home in the hood is a lot better. And for me, I understood now why when I started seeing people living in the hood and they was living good. That come from Mexico and come from Dominican Republic and Colombia and Panama, you start to realize like, whoa, okay, I get it now. I get it. I understand it. I didn't understand it before I started traveling, but now that I travel, I get it. We in America are spoiled to certain ways. Now, is that saying it's a bad thing? No, it's not. Because this is what we was brought up in. This is what we grew up to know. So I can't fault you for growing up to knowing something from birth up until 18, 19, 20. That's all you knew. How can you be faulted for that? That's what you knew, okay, that you're supposed to have filtered water, clean water. You're supposed to bathe. You pay the water bill. You get paid XYZ dollars. You have American rights, you have protection under laws, you have a freedom of speech, you grew up knowing these things. So it's not that you're wrong for knowing it because that's what you was taught. You need your rights and your laws. But here's the thing that you should also be taught: to go to other places and learn their culture and how they live before you judge somebody that comes to your country and you don't even understand where they come from. I met a guy that came from, I think, Nigeria, and he was telling me about how they seen where people was getting slaughtered in their neighborhood with a razor blade and opening up a person's chest and the insides is just coming out. Some places where they don't have a plumbing system. They have a hole in the ground and they handle their business and they throw dirt on top of it. They have some places still in 2025 that does not have a plumbing with showers in there. They have to go outside and still take a shower in 2025. You have some places that don't even have electricity in their own places, but they're smiling. They're happy. They're running around and they're enjoying themselves and they're making the best of them same 24 hours that we have in America that we don't even appreciate sometimes. We don't see how blessed we are. Even if you got $200 in your account, you got more money than some people got in these countries. That $200 would be about $1,000 in some of these countries. But yet, you complain. But you know, reason why you complain is because you don't want to go out and understand what another person went through, what another person had to fight through to get there. You're not taking the time out to go do that. You're only living in one realm, and that's the United States realm that you grew up in. But then you get mad at a Hispanic that comes to America and they take the English class to learn English. You get mad at that Spanish person that comes over there and take their job for $13, $14 an hour and put the work in to do something amazing and say that they're stealing your jobs. You get mad because they don't speak or know if you run into somebody that don't speak English and you like, they want to talk to you in Spanish, but you won't take the turn to learn Spanish. Now, granted, I do say if you come to America, you do need to learn English because that is, you made a decision to come to an English country. So you definitely should learn English. Same way I'm learning Spanish because I made a decision to go to a Spanish country and travel to these Spanish countries. So I can't instantly expect them to know English because I made the decision to come here. So I do say if you decide to come to America, be that legal or illegal, whatever way you do, that's your choice. You need to make sure that you do learn English. Some of us Americans thought was beneath us or was too small, and you came in and you took it and you thrived with it. See, people don't communicate no more. People don't talk no more. People don't take the time out to say, hey, man, let me pick your brain. Let me learn something from you that I don't know. Because see, the thing about it, we as people, we don't know everything. That's why people are so important. So when you have access to a person that's from another country, why not ask them, hey, can you tell me how this is done in your country? Instead of assuming that it's automatically done the way that it has been done for you growing up. Ask a person a question. Start a conversation. And I promise you, you will find a bundle of information in that person that'll make you say, whoa, I did not know that even was still happening. I did not even know that happened. But if you are not willing to understand another person's culture, then how can you get mad at them for thriving better in your culture than you are? Because they are multicultural. They have a better understanding of life than you do. So of course they're going to make better decisions because they have a better vision of the world. You could have a better vision of the world, but you're so stuck up in your ways that you don't want to take the chance. You just want to accept what you have and be happy with it. And if that's what you want to do, by all means necessary, do you. As they say, do you. But don't take your frustration and anger out on somebody else that's striving past you because they put the extra work, time, and effort into being amazing and you didn't. Man, get up out of here. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me. Don't come in. Well, this is my country. This is da 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 da. This is God's earth. How about that? This is God's earth. So go out here and see how some of these people are living and why, when they come to America, they are able to thrive the way that they do. And then some people, even when they don't come to America, some people never get the chance to visit America. But they're still smiling. They're still happy. They're still thriving in their country. And they got respect and love for their country. When I'm out here in Colombia, man, you see how these people represent being a proud Colombian. They carry it on their chest. And all the corruption that's going on in some of the government, they still carry it on their chest. Versus how much structure we have in America, and you still got people crying and whining. So if you're not going to take the time to learn somebody else's struggle and what they're going through and how they navigate it, then don't shut up with all the crying and fussing. because you don't want to understand. You just want to complain. Understanding is the real form of respect. Getting to know something is showing a person, I value what you bring to the table. Yes, we all have culture. We all have struggle. We all come from a background. But the thing is, we all started somewhere. And that's the thing what people don't want to realize. See, I always go back to the beginning of my life. I don't start necessarily where I'm at. I gotta start at the beginning of wherever that process is that I'm looking to build. And everything from as far as back as 2 years old that I can remember, and I'm 43 now, I use that still to today. I don't let nothing go because it's a blessing to be able to have that value in my life. Make sure that you take the time to listen and talk because the world got so loud, not enough people are listening anymore. Turn the volume of the world down and open up your ears and listen. I promise you that knowledge from being multicultural will open you up into a place that you never knew existed. I promise you. I love you. We rocking live out here in Colombia, baby. South America. We doing it. We don't stop. As long as I got a phone, I'm going to do something to give back value, love, appreciation, the asset to you, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, follow. You got Mailman. I'm about to get ready to go get me some rest, baby. Get me some sleep on. And I will talk with y'all later.